Okay. We are going to try a new method of giving out assignments for this coming week. I'm going to try a video method, give them by video, write them out a lot slower, try to explain them, and we'll see if this makes it any clearer. So this is MATH2460, and it is for the assignments for 8/24 to 8/28. We're in sections 5.8 and 5.9. Okay, and so for section 5.8, we're going to do problems 3 to 21 odd, problems 23 to 33 odd, and those will have numbers on the integrals you're going to use or use your calculator. And then we have problems 33 to 45. They're in their own section. And on problems 35 and 41, use a calculator. Let me show you why. Page 370. Here is the first section, 3 through 21. Notice they have no numbers on the integral. Those are called indefinite integrals. They just mean for you to write down the antiderivative and add your plus c. Here's where the numbers start, 23 over to 33. Yeah, they probably mean for you to write down your antiderivative and then plug in the upper limit and plug in the lower limit and subtract. It's called working them out by the fundamental theorem. Our problem is, if we insist that you do them that way, we'll be here a long time. So they taught you that in Calc 1. Calc 2, we let you punch them in on the calculator. All right, over here at 35, again, it's got numbers. You can do that on the calculator, and at 41, you can do on the calculator. I'll show you how, before this video ends, how we'll punch them in. Bottom line, there's a rule for this class. The rule for this class, if your integral has numbers, like integral 3 to 4, use calculator. No numbers, we work out. Okay, let me give the assignment for section 5.9. It's on page 380. Problems 5 to 9 odd, 45 to 53 odd, and 55 to 59 odd. And on those you use calculator because they have numbers on the integral. All right, these are practice problems. They're not for a grade, but quiz 2 on Friday, 8/28, is based on them. It'll have the same format as quiz 1. I will work out 5 of these problems, 5 from 5.8, 5 from 5.9. I'll do some correct, I'll do some incorrect, and you will put your answers on a Google form that'll say true or false. The problem is correct. If you decide I did it right, then the answer would be true. If you decide I did it incorrectly, then the correct answer would be false. You'll enter true or false with just the first word capitalized. Capital T on true, capital F on false. Cannot show you the quiz or the Google form yet. I haven't made them up. I'll have it ready by Friday, 8/28. Let me show you what we're talking about using the calculator. Let's try page 370. Problem 23 is the first one. 0 to 1, 6 over square root 1 minus 9x squared dx. Show you that. There it is right there. 3 over the square root of 1 minus 9x squared dx from 0 to 1, 6. Okay. This is going to be the old interface. I have an old calculator interface on my machine. So for anybody out there with an old one, the magic keys are math 9. Math is right here, and option number 9. When you hit math, if you want to see all the options, it shows you option to 7. Come down to 9 and you have FNINT. But you can just hit math 9 directly. Okay, when I do, I get FNINT. Stands for function integral. I'll show you the format. You get a parentheses. The first thing it wants is the formula. That's this. Comma x, that stands really for the dx. Comma the lower limit. And the upper limit, comma the upper limit. This is the lower limit. This is the upper limit. So I'll show you right out what I'm going to enter in the calculator. I hit math 9 and I get FNINT. The formula is 3 divided by square root parentheses 1 minus 9 x squared close, comma x, comma 0 for the lower limit, and 1, 6 for the upper limit. That's literally what I'm going to enter. I'm going to punch it in right now. The new interface, you literally looks like you write it on paper when you hit math 9. There's a box for this, a box for this, box for the formula, and a box for the x. And it looks punched in the calculator exactly like you'd write it on paper. That is on the network at the college. I don't believe I have access to that here at home, but it is really nice. All right, let me punch this in. FNINT. I'm going to clear off and just start stress. Math 9. The formula is 3 divided by, then I hit square root, 1 minus 9x squared, close, comma x, and the comma, by the way, is above 7. There's the comma. Comma, the lower limit was 0, comma again, the upper limit is 1 divided by 6, and close parentheses. All right, for anybody out there with the old interface, this is what it looks like. I believe you can download, even if you have this old interface, you can download the new interface from the TI website. Maybe I should actually do that, but I need a cable that connects the calculator to the computer. They sell it with the calculator. This thing's so old, I've totally lost track of where that thing is. All right, so when I hit enter, I get this decimal. We'll call it 0.5236. That smells like pi over 6. I'm going to divide it out, see if it is. Pi divided by 6, sure enough. So if I work this out by hand, plugged in the upper limit, plugged in the lower limit, subtracted, I could work it to pi over 6. But we will happily accept the decimal for these answers. If you look in the back of the book and they have pi over 6, if you just divide it out and show you get the same decimal as this, then you'll know your answer's right. All right, let's see if I can bring up the WebAssign problems. Make the WebAssign assignment and make up the web and show you the WebAssign problems. For WebAssign, it's under your personal study plan. Find chapter 5, integration. 5.8, inverse. This is literally what it says on the screen. Trig, functions, integration. It's all on one line because you can compact it when you're typewriting it. My handwriting's too big. Practice quiz. Work. Problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 only. The others are not anything I want to mess with. Either look real strange or we just don't have time. 5.9. Once again, it's the practice quiz. Work. 1, 3, and 4 only. Again, send your letters of undying gratitude to me in triplicate for leaving off a bunch of problems. But you don't read your grade off WebAssign. You can work one problem at a time and submit it. Get it right, mark it right, you got it. Report your grade on the Google form in D2L. On the Google form, D2L, the percent right out of 8 problems. If you eventually get all 8 right, 8 out of 8 is 100%. If you want to don't get something right and want to redo it, feel free. But the Google form will be in D2L. You can report your grade there. Let me see if I can get to these WebAssign problems. Share. Let's see if I can do this one. Share. Okay. WebAssign. I have got 5.8 up. So we asked for 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 9. Notice those integrals do not have numbers on the integral symbol. The reason I'm leaving like 5 off is because, yeah, you can punch it on the calculator and you will get a decimal, but WebAssign may not accept that decimal. It may be programmed for a fraction of pi. Pi over 3, pi over 6, pi over 4, who knows? So you can wind up doing it all right, get the decimal off the calculator, enter the decimal, and marks it wrong. Don't want to mess with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 out of 5, 8. Let's see if we can find 5, 9. Back to the study plan, chapter 5. 5.9, hyperbolic fun practice quiz. Okay, and we asked for 1, 3, and 4 only. So number 1, and if you have trouble finding these functions on the calculator, they're in your catalog. I can show you where they are. 3, an integral with no numbers. And 4, another integral with no numbers. Again, I'm leaving off the ones with numbers just in case WebAssign doesn't accept the decimal form. And then there's some other strange stuff here that we won't mess with. So you only have to work the problems I am asking for on WebAssign. Let me know if you find this form of making the assignments any clearer than the first week I did it, where I just wrote everything down on paper and just had you read it. Find it any clearer, I'll keep doing this. If not, I guess I'll go back to the first form. But if you viewed this far, thank you for watching, and we will end this.